Welcome to the Tuesday Tea, everybody. My name's Maddie.
I'm Carly.
And today we're going to be talking about your craziest conspiracy theories. Would you say you are a conspiracy theorist?
I wouldn't, but I agree with some of these.
Yeah.
Would you?
No, but I do like to question authority, I would say.
Yeah.
Just like
she's a rebel.
I think there are a lot of times where what we're told is not the truth.
I think you're right.
So I think questioning what we're told should be normal. I don't think it should be labeled as being a conspiracy theorist, you know?
Yeah, because there's a negative connotation.
Yeah, and it's just like the whole, as I've gotten older, wow, this is deep, but like the idea of history, it's like history as we know it is literally just who wrote it.
Literally who wrote it.
It's like their opinion on what happened.
Totally.
And their take on it, and they can twist and change things as much as they want. And so I've kind of had this like realization of like mistrust for literally everything we know.
Oh my gosh, 100%. And then even thinking about the news.
Yeah.
Like you would
think, the news. Don't get me started.
Watching the news equals you're now giving yourself the opportunity to be informed.
Yeah.
No. It's all politically charged and backed.
Yeah.
And like the politics on how they choose what stories to cut. Like literally insane.
Yeah. I was a PR minor in college, and so I took a lot of journalism classes.
Yeah.
And so much of it was about like the ethics of journalism and like how important it is to be truthful.
Yeah.
And to only report what is, you know, real.
Yeah.
And looking at the news today, I'm like, ethics are out the window. You literally can't trust anything that anybody says.
Exactly.
It's all so biased and twisted and turned and fear-mongering and like all this stuff. It's just awful.
And missing out on like certain perspectives that are required in order to fully understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to talk about a topic, give every side.
Yeah.
Like not just politics. I'm talking literally everything. Like
yeah.
Come on. And it's so frustrating, but ignorance is bliss. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably more of a darker and twisted world than we realize, especially in America.
Mm-hmm.
And the less you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's my new motto.
Honestly, I love that. Like my friend Heidi, she started watching the news recently. Her and her husband.
Oh, no.
She's like
Heidi.
she's like, every morning, me and her husband's named Casey, she's like, we turn on the news and they watch like the local like Nashville news and then they watch other stuff. But they love it. They're like, we're so informed on what's going on. And I'm like, honestly, I see the pros and cons. Like, you know, you're aware of like the certain things in Nashville and our city, what's going on. But it's also just so annoying and frustrating and dark. Like, I can't bring myself to be a news watcher.
In summary, the news is always very depressing. Mm-hmm. But I also think as you watch the news, you think you're becoming fully informed. Yeah. And you're actually not. And I'm not saying that about Heidi, but just in general, it's like, yeah, it's good to have a general awareness of things that are going on. But I do think that's the start of ignorance of other sides and other perspectives. And then we don't have time to have a full-time job of actually researching what is actually going on.
Yeah. And it's like, how do we research what's going on? We read articles written by biased journalists. So it's like we never even know. So maybe it is just better not to know. If you don't know, does that make you more ignorant or less ignorant?
Valid.
Than knowing one side of things?
Because imagine being all hot and bothered about something you actually don't know 50% about.
Yeah.
And then you're losing friends because you're
literally everyone right now. I feel like everyone in the world.
That's true. It is frustrating because I have a desire to know what's going on. But like, I think the lack of trust in the news, in media, in articles, in journalists, which sucks because it's an important field and I think it's a really needed field. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think, you know, heaven's coming.
Yeah.
And we won't have to worry about all this.
I have seen so many videos on my TikTok lately talking about how they think that the rapture is coming soon. Have you seen that?
I was on that For You page or that algorithm about 4 months ago. Definitely instilled some fear because I don't want it to happen yet, but also not my timeline.
Yeah. Did you see the guy with the highest IQ?
No.
So there's this guy who has the highest IQ in the world and he's a Christian. So that was like the biggest thing was that like he decided to be a Christian and he's the smartest man in the world. And then it came out that he thinks that the rapture is coming like in our generation.
I think it is too.
Do you?
I totally do. I totally feel like we're going to see the end.
I saw this video of this girl, and I'm going to butcher this because I didn't like prepare to talk about this, but I was going to send it to you, but I forgot. But it was this girl, and she said she was going on a walk and she was just praying that God would like reveal his heart to her and just like show her. Like,
Him.
yeah. And she said she just became so overwhelmed with sadness and like grief that she just like started weeping and she couldn't stop and she didn't know why. And she was praying about it and she felt like God told her, this is my heart for all the people who I'm going to have to say, turn away from me. I never knew you when I come back. And she just like couldn't shake it. She said she literally wept for like the entire day. That was in the morning. And at night when she crawled into bed, she was just sobbing and she couldn't stop. And her husband was like, what is going on? And she's like, we need to literally tell everyone that we know about Jesus because it's happening like soon. And then that thought just like literally sends shivers down my spine. Not because I'm not confident in my faith, but just because all the people that I love and know that don't know him. And I'm like, how do I tell them without like forcing it? You know, like there's only so much I can do to show them, you know, but
it's so real. It's the most like helpless, heartbreaking feeling, but out of love, you just want to like wrap them up and just be like, I want to show you what I believe, but also I'm scared that pushes them away sometimes too.
Yeah.
And like, yes, there's only so much you can do, but you want to do it in the right way. And it is really hard. But like, really, that's literally all that matters in life is our belief.
And, you know, we've talked about this before, but like, when I think of myself like getting married or like having kids, I can't picture it. Like I literally like I want it.
Because you think you're gonna die.
Yeah, I'm like maybe I'm gonna die. Like maybe I'm gonna die young. That's gonna be crazy if I do. And then this podcast
please
comes
for
out.
The love of goodness, Maddie. Good grief.
Well, if it's the rapture, then everyone will be in the same boat. But you know,
no more podcasts being released.
All right. Well, that was dark.
That
Anyways,
was a dark start to a podcast.
Don't know how we got there.
Honestly, so good though. Yes, dark start. But we're back filming.
Yes. Thank you guys for being patient last week. We did a re-release.
Yeah.
And I think there was actually a lot of people who hadn't watched it yet.
I actually seen other podcasts do it, like Dak Shepard does it, Toast. And it's our armchair expert is Dak Shepard. And I think it's sweet for the people that come like later, you know, because some of our controversial viral videos have brought some listeners, which we love.
Yeah.
But then they miss some of the story of what brought us together.
Yeah. And I feel like that video, The Two Broken Engagements, is a lot of our lore, you know, I would say.
They're like, what's wrong with these women?
Yeah. That is what bonded us together. And that is something that is so intriguing to people. I feel like people just love to hear about breakups.
Yeah.
So we hope you guys enjoyed that. If you had already heard it, so sorry, we are back.
Welcome back.
But yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about today is conspiracy theories. But before we get into that, what is new with you?
Well, I went to New York last minute.
So fun.
It was so fun. It was like a magical, sorry, I got to go to New York quickly last minute.
Got to whip on over to New York.
And it was phenomenal. I went with one of my bosses for an event and it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. We're used to supporting her on an arena or, you know, stadium tour. And we got to do a little intimate set with Carbone, which is in Vanity Fair, which is the
restaurant?
Yeah. Do you know Carbone?
I've always wanted to go there. That's like one of my dream restaurants.
That's so funny.
The vodka pasta. They're like known
I ate so much of it.
Was it good?
It was actually really delicious. And you know I hate vodka pasta.
Oh my gosh. Vodka pasta is my
so
favorite.
Funny. I literally, honestly, I thought it, sorry. Nobody from there is listening, surely. But I thought Carbone was kind of like a, how do you say it? Just normal chain Italian restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And it's not hard to get reservations. And so when we were leaving, we were talking to like all the executives and they were like, you can get a reservation anytime. You have our numbers. You call us anytime. And I'm like, okay, got it. And, you know, they were saying the same thing to my boss. And when I was leaving, I was like talking to my boss. I'm like, you know, I can just get you a reservation at any time. And it's like, they just need to chill. Like so kind of them, but just relax a little bit. Like the event was extravagant. It was so fun. But then the Vanity Fair article came out afterwards about the event. And my boss sent it to me and she's like, maybe it isn't that easy to get a reservation. And it surely seems not from that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's like a pretty luxurious, fancy
allegedly.
place. They have one in Vegas too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
So it's like the big cities?
I think so.
Okay. It was fabulous. You see people, I mean, you go to these kinds of events, but you see people go to these events and it's just like so extravagant, invite only, like so sweet and so intentional and so much time and effort and money poured in.
Mm-hmm.
And she just got up there and performed, did a little step and repeat and photos, got off, and we just like literally stuffed our faces with garlic bread and pasta and
the dream
drinks. And it was so good. They had so many amazing goodie bags. Like, it was just so fun. And then we got to the airport the next day and our flight got canceled.
Ugh.
And it was like, you guys, it was just not a perfect storm. It was a storm and it was just awful. It was like you sat on the plane for a few hours and then there was a poop smell coming from the back of the plane. And then
not the poop.
I literally was like, you guys, we're finally cleared to take off. We're not getting off this plane because the people in the back are smelling poop. Put a mask on. We're going home. Like, we'd been sitting for 3 hours at this point. And no, they made us deplane so they could fix the poop. And then they fixed the poop smell. And then they said, oh, well, they don't have room for us on the runway. So I was like, please, like, literally we can just get in line. Like, come on.
Just hop in
line and we can figure it out. Like, surely staying at the gate isn't going to do anything.
Surely there's room in the air.
Surely. Like, and if we're a few minutes delayed, it's fine. We're already 3 hours delayed, but let's get in line.
Yeah.
And I don't know why nobody asked me about this, but
they should have.
I think so too. And then they said, okay, we can get in line. We can get into the runway. But our crew now timed out. And we're like, okay,
that is the worst.
So me and the guitar player are just drinking and eating at the bar right next to the gate. And then we get the new crew after an hour. And then they said, though, there's too much weight on the plane. And there wasn't weight.
You ate too much.
Yeah.
You're like,
there wasn't a weight issue before.
Yeah.
Like, there's less people on the plane now. There's not a weight, like,
they're just making stuff up at this point.
No, seriously. And this is Delta. Like, usually I can see this happening
Delta,
with American and United.
Mm-hmm.
No, or Frontier.
We have higher standards.
Spirit.
Yeah.
No, this is Delta. They're exquisite. Yeah. And I know that's a hot take, but to me, they're exquisite. So then eventually they just canceled the flight. The next available flight was 8 p.m. the next day. So we just stay in Brooklyn. But we made the most of it. Mm-hmm. When I'm like ready to come home and be with Wilson and like it's contingent on dog care, like I know you were flexible, but I'm ready to be home. Yeah. And like when I'm set to be home, I'm set to be home, and I'm sad if plans change. Mm-hmm. And like there's literally nothing in your control. Like you can't really drive from New York. I mean, you can, but it's far. But the moment I got off the plane, I was like, okay, we're going to make the most of it. Wilson's taken care of. Everything's fine. Like work, yes, is affected, which stinks, but it's not that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. Stay one more night in Brooklyn. Yeah. Have fun.
Ugh, I love New York.
Yeah.
I want to go back.
So sorry for last week, but we're back.
Yeah.
And New York was fun. We made the most of it for you guys. Don't worry. And we need to go back.
Yeah.
We've been talking about doing a New York trip for how long? And I think the fall would be the best.
Yeah. We need to do a fall trip.
At US Open. Tagged.
Ugh.
At US Open.
If anyone listening has a connection to US Open, let us know. Please. Because that would be the dream.
We've been binging. Maddie has joined. But we binged Wimbledon. I mean, we're big tennis gals. Big pickleball and tennis gals.
I love watching tennis.
Huge fans, you guys. Roger Federer, I went to his like if you need qualifiers, here we go. I went to Roger Federer's last ever match.
Did you?
I did for his retirement in person in London. Well, I bought tickets.
How much?
Oh, Caroline? Phone a friend, Caroline. I don't know how much, maybe 500.
Did she have a hookup?
Like, no, we paid a lot of money. Yeah, we paid a lot of money. But we resold furniture to help make our money for that.
There you go. Yeah. It's free.
And girl math. And we made the most of it. We went to Switzerland. Please, we didn't go to Switzerland. We went to France and London and Italy. But huge tennis fan. I've been watching my whole life.
Yeah.
And
we got to make it happen. We'll keep an eye out.
At US Open.
Yeah.
Tagging you. Okay, hi. Maddie, what's new with you?
I finished We Were Liars. I don't know if any of you guys...
TV show club, let's rage.
Yeah, our TV show club. We said, not in last week's episode, obviously, but the episode before that we were watching it. So we wanted you guys to binge it with us, and then we could chat about it.
This is really good coffee.
Oh, is it?
Great job, Maddie.
You look like you're going to throw up.
No, I just
want... Is it bad?
No, it's like literally so good. I want more.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. I'm gonna be, if you hear me slurping over here. Okay, keep going. We Were Liars.
Yeah, we finished We Were Liars. You read the book, so you knew what was coming.
Tell me about how you felt. And if you guys don't want spoilers, fast forward 5 minutes.
Yeah, I did not read the book. And I feel like it is clear based on people's reactions who read the book and who didn't. Because if you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, at the end of the last episode, all of her friends, cousins, lover are dead. And you don't realize that because she's talking to them, hanging out with them the whole show. You don't realize that they're all just a figment of her imagination because they're dead.
Did you see it coming?
No, I didn't see it freaking coming.
Did you record yourself?
No.
You didn't?
No. But okay, so
walk me through it. Let's unpack.
Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Very bad acting. Everyone was awful. So bad. So cheesy. The lines, the writing, you were right. You said you hated the writing. Awful. So cheesy. It was like Taylor Swift on steroids. Sorry, that's not a dig at Taylor Swift. But like, just so cheesy. Like, the king in the castle lost his crown. Like, be so for real.
The dragon.
And like, the girl character just did not match the narration that was like so sophisticated and deep. Like, her character did not match that to me.
Okay.
It just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So
wait, can you explain more about that? What do you mean by that?
I just feel like the character herself just seemed like an average spoiled rich girl who like wanted to be a better person but didn't know how. Like, she just knew one good guy, Gat, that like inspired her to be a better person. But and then the narration is like all this like poetry and just like super deep thoughts that she's having and like existential crises, and I'm just like, it just didn't make sense. Like, she's not like a, what's the word when someone is super brainy?
Smart.
She's not smart.
Wise. Genius.
Like, there's the adjective.
Intellectual.
Like, yeah, she's not an intellectual, but they're trying to make her look like one.
I see, yeah.
And it just didn't fit for me.
Yeah.
And everyone was just annoying. Every character was annoying. The moms, be so for real.
Okay, that's my biggest beef with the show.
They're just, it was so unrealistic. Yeah, it was so unrealistic.
It's so cringe and not like, come on. The acting was so bad for the moms.
Yeah.
So bad. And they were just like ruthless, unrealistically ruthless.
They were so mean the whole time to each other, to the dad, to their children.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way that you're this heartless.
No.
And like all the drama of like, being a Sinclair and like all the stuff that comes. I'm like, you be so for real.
Maddie's got a bone to pick.
Yeah, it was just the storyline. Literally hated it.
Yeah.
Until the last episode, it was like fine to have on and like half pay attention, but like I didn't love it. But then we get to the end, and I really paid attention on the last episode because I was like, okay, this is
something's building.
Something's gonna happen. This is what everyone talks about. So then the dogs died. And I thought that was like the big thing that everyone was crying about because it was really sad. Like, and they showed the dogs
awful all the
crying,
time.
It's so sad. You can hear them like whimpering and crying. It was just
an awful way to go.
Yeah, and it just made me mad because it's like, why are we burning the house down?
Also, you want to know what I was thinking?
What?
Sorry. Yeah, this is you guys. We're literally just riffing. We haven't talked about this once because we both watched it at the same time. Why can't you all literally just gasoline the house, light the main floor on fire, and that's it? You don't have to be separated between floors.
Mm-hmm.
The flames go up. Yeah. They go up. The heat goes up.
Well, they clearly didn't realize that.
Why would you idiots?
Yeah.
Why would you start the fire at the same time? Someone on top, someone in the second level, and someone on the main level, and you start the fires at the same time. If anything, if you're going to do that, have him come down, have them come down,
Yeah.
You idiots.
Yeah.
Have you never burned a house down before?
Yeah. Like, okay, you're going to set the stairs on fire.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be upstairs, and then I'm going to run through your fire and get outside.
It makes no sense. And even if they said, like, they were like, right when midnight strikes, it's like, okay, they all knew that, and they were all distracted doing whatever they were doing at midnight. When they were supposed to be setting the fire, it's like, shoot a text being like, hey guys, got sentimental for a moment looking at grandpa's stuff up here, give me a sec. Like, there wasn't such a dire need for it to be so on time because everyone was out of the house. Just like start the flames in the dining room and get out.
And maybe just stay together.
And stay together.
And also, why are we burning the house down at all? Like, I just like that whole thing literally didn't make sense to me. She's like, I understand why grandpa's so mean. He's racist. You know what'll make him not be racist? We'll burn his house down.
Right.
That'll change his mind.
There's 6 other houses on the property of theirs.
Yeah. Like, I just don't understand, like, how that was the solution to the problem.
I think it was literally just symbolism of the issue, which is money at heart. And let's just burn it down with those stupid $100,000 elephants.
Yeah.
But, like, it's
insurance. He's gonna get it back. It doesn't matter.
And he built it uglier. Did you see how modern that place
looked?
It
was really ugly.
Compared to like the Hamptons cottage vibe.
Yeah, that was just a miss. But it just like the whole thing just pissed me off because it was just so stupid.
Yeah.
It was like just a bunch of stupid decisions.
Yeah.
And then you find out they're all dead. But that like really was just brutal because I was thinking about the girl, Cadence, and I'm like, how do you go on? Yeah. How do you live your life knowing that that was your idea? You convinced everyone to do it, and they're all dead because of you. And the love of your life is dead, and your cousins are dead, your best friends. And, like, the fact that the moms didn't know, like, the only person that seemed to know, from my understanding, was the grandpa. Yeah. Like, what really happened.
Yeah.
I just don't know how she goes on. Like, that was the part that gutted me because I was like, I would just want to die. Like, there's no way that I would want to.
No, that's too much guilt to live with. Yeah, the amnesia is great. Hopefully the amnesia comes back for her. I pray for that return.
Well,
seems she got through it, but they had said she had gotten through it a lot of times because every time she hears the truth, she freaks out. So let's just hope they filmed one of the moments and now she's back.
So true.
Yeah.
It did seem like they're going to do a season 2, though.
What would it be about?
I don't know. Guilt? That's what I was going to say because they left it on like a cliffhanger. I forget what it was.
I don't enjoy any of the character developments.
No.
I mean,
all the good ones are gone.
Exactly. I was going to say like Johnny was annoying, but he grew on me. And who was the other girl? Marin?
Marin, yeah.
Like she's sweet, you know.
Yeah, those were the only ones with redemptive qualities, and they're dead. They're dead. And then when they like came back from, I cried, and I didn't even care about it. I like, just like the parts where they came back from the dead, and when he was like, "I don't want to burn again," I'm like, that's awful.
I was a wet slob. Yeah. And I'm like, I shouldn't be attached to this, but I am.
You cried in the show too?
Oh, yeah.
But you already knew it was coming.
I did. And I hated the book. But yeah, it's just sad because, like, you know, she has such a draw and like a connection and a identity tied to these people, and to realize they're gone. And also just them being gone is really sad. Like, what an awful death.
And it's just so preventable. It's like, that's what you get for literally being stupid. Like,
again, a simple Google could have fixed your arsenic questions.
Yeah, and just don't burn down the house like an idiot. Like, I just don't. The math isn't math.
No, it's not. And the characters were insufferable. All the adults in the show were absolutely insufferable to watch. There was like no realistic quality. I mean, sure, I understand rich people are brutal and selfish and have things in dead animals in their closet. What's the term? Dead skeletons in their closet.
Yeah, dead animals. It's the dogs.
Yeah. There's skeletons in everyone's closet. But like, it was awful acting, and like there was no plot.
No.
Ever. And so the writing from, I think it's like E.F. Lockhart is the author or something like that. E. Lockhart is literally just rich people problems, talking about it. Kind of how they did in the show, over and over and over. And it's not like convincing writing style or like interesting, fascinating like writing style. It's literally, and then the Sinclairs did this, and then the mom Sinclair said this, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is so boring.
Yeah, it's brutal.
But if you like boring shows with a twist at the end, although now you know everything. So anyways,
we watched it though. We did it. I could see why people enjoyed it. If like cheesy acting and writing doesn't bother you, then
like
I think
tween drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outer Banks is coming out, the final chapter 2027.
What?
I think I saw. And
no way.
They're filming now, But I swear I saw something online about 2027 or maybe end of 2026. You want to know what else I saw, you guys, for our book club TV club is when does Outer Banks come out? 2020. That's not going to work for me. It's slated 2026. Okay, I was wrong. I swear I saw 2027 on Netflix. Is Sarah J. Maas, Court of Thorn and Roses, finished drafts for book 6 and 7 and 8.
Oh my
allegedly.
Gosh. Wow.
So
is that the end of it?
On it, everyone. What?
Is that the end of it, or are they going to keep going?
I don't know. I thought it was at the end of book 5.
That seems extreme. 8 books.
Maddie, get ready for your life to be changed.
All right, I'm on it.
She's on it.
I'll start it.
What's our next TV show going to be? We got to plan this.
What was the one you just said? The documentary.
Oh, you guys. Okay, we have a homework assignment for you guys. We're going to talk next week. It's going to be a documentary. So it's not going to be a whole season you have to binge, but we're going to debrief Titan, which is the Titanic explorer that exploded in 2023 underwater.
Okay.
So let's watch that and we can debrief.
What's it on?
Netflix.
Okay. I'll watch it. I'm excited. That whole thing was just crazy. I just saw the video that came out of the wife, like, hearing the boom.
The wife of the owner?
Yeah. Yeah. I know there's, like, conspiracies about that.
Yeah. Speaking of conspiracies, Titanic.
I know. Oh, that was one of mine.
Oh, that was one of mine.
Okay, we'll have to read
Oh my gosh, we can compare notes. Look at you and your lap dog. You look like a Sinclair right now. Not gonna lie.
Thank you so much. Me and my little street rat.
With your gold.
My $50 street rat.
No, she's perfect.
Do you ever think about that? How much did you pay for Wilson? How much was he?
I think $3,000.
You're kidding. $3,000?
We have the autistic $3,000 dog on the ground and the $50 perfect angel on the lap. Just kidding. Wilson's perfect. Yeah, brutal.
How much do you think you've spent on him throughout his life?
That's a really good question. Thank you for asking. I think we're probably, if I had to guess, between $25,000 and $30,000.
Are you serious right now? Why? He's never had major surgery. Has he? Oh, never. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Well, that was before I knew him.
True. Yeah. His first surgery was $17,000.
For what?
Getting hit by a car.
Oh.
But
did he break anything?
He broke his front 2 legs and collapsed lung. You didn't know this?
I didn't know the details. I know he got hit by a car, but
oh yeah, he got hit on a highway on July 4th. He was 7 months old.
On a highway?
My parents used to live off of a highway. It was a 50-mile-an-hour highway, and he was literally going potty, ready to come in, and our neighbors at the time, we were like back in the woods, so kind of like separated, but somewhat close behind the tree line. Let off kind of like a commercial grade firework without warning my parents or anyone around. I don't blame the neighbor, but I do. And right as he was peeing and coming inside, he bolted because of how big the firework. If you say Wilson come at 7 months old or even now, he's probably not going to come. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to say it was good he got hit by a car, but if he didn't, who knows where he would have gone. And I didn't have like a tracker on him or anything. I mean, he was microchipped, but like you have no idea where he would have gone.
Yeah, well, it's good because he survived.
He survived.
And it stopped him.
Mm-hmm. But it was very expensive. And with my ex-fiance, we got him together in Alaska. My ex actually did not want to get pet insurance. He's like, it's a scam. And it's like, well, I never want to be at the place where I have to question if my dog's life is worth X amount for surgery and like be like, I don't know. You know, that is awful. And I know how much ER stuff can be for dogs. Yeah. Like, it's actually crazy. And we got it and it was $30 a month and they cover like 90%.
Oh, you got it?
I got it. Yeah. And they covered everything.
Good.
So I still have it. His premium is up to about $50 a month now, but it's so worth it because he's had many ER visits from seizures and eating so many chocolate things and certain things like that. So he's racked up the bills. Yeah. And my friend just got a golden retriever and she signed up for the same pet insurance. It's like, and then he ate a blunt on the sidewalk and you know, the visit's $350 right there. Yeah. You know, so it's like, just get the pet insurance. But
yeah, I have pet insurance for Frankie too. It just went up, but I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Well, I actually reached out to them and I'm like, this is ridiculous that it's gone up $20 basically since he was a baby. And they said it legally has nothing to do with like the claims I've submitted. It's just based on age, where you are in the world, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. So they say it's not because of accidents or anything. It just goes up with age.
Frankie literally has not used it one time.
Yeah.
But I don't want to stop it because I'm scared that, like...
It's good to have just in case.
Yeah. Growing up, I had so many pets, and we always had something like that happen. Like a dog would eat a towel, or one of our cats ate a tassel off a curtain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Had this, like, $10,000 surgery, and they had to cut out all of its intestines.
Oh no.
And then after the surgery, they were like, by the way, this cat's gonna have uncontrollable diarrhea for the rest of its life. And it was literally like a 6-month-old cat. And my dad was like, no, we're not doing that.
Just let it go.
Yeah. But after he paid for the $10,000 surgery.
You're joking.
No. So he was so mad.
You're joking.
Yeah.
That's so unfair.
I know. We did not go to that vet anymore, because it's like they obviously knew that was a risk, and they should have talked about that before doing this surgery, you know?
I was talking to somebody at the event, actually, when I was in New York, and I'm like, the premium on emergency services is insane. I'd be curious what the actual, for Wilson's 2 broken legs and collapsed lung, what did the actual cost, what was it actually? Whether that's not morphine, but going under, what's that?
Anesthesia.
Thank you. Anesthesia. Let's say the salary for a few days for the surgeon and care and food and water and meds. What was in the plate? He has a plate in his
lot.
But how much, like, literally out of pocket was it to make those products? And like, how much did they mark it up?
Did you just say I'd be curious?
Stop, you guys.
We got this review on Apple it was so funny. It had us dying. If you wrote this in, we love you. It was like, take a shot every time Carly says, I'd be curious about something.
Listen, I'm an inquisitive person, okay?
We need to put that on merch. So I'd be curious.
We do. Also, merch is still loading. Merch is loading.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. And then one of the questions I have is, genuinely, if you could not pay, what do they do? If you're like, this is my dog, do you just let him die? I mean, they did the surgery, right? So, like, do they refuse care until they get payment? Like, what? Because obviously Wilson would not be alive if it wasn't for them, right? But like, what do you do if you can't pay? Like, do they let you take the dog home once he's healed?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. I have no idea.
I've seen there's this one Facebook group through Facebook. You guys, this is my second cup of coffee. Nice. I'm doing good. And you can submit a request for basically like kind of like angel payments. If you can't afford it, you don't have to give much detail, but it's in good faith of like, I have a vet bill, he is my world or she is my world, and I can't pay it. And there's these people that put together money and give it to you.
Oh, wow.
But like, what do you do if you don't know about that Facebook page and you can't pay and you don't have insurance?
Yeah, I don't know. That's really sad to think about.
It is.
I feel like the vets maybe have some sort of like fund.
Rebate program, discountdogs.com.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so interesting. Like, does the vet take him home? Like, I just feel like, you know, those things with ChatGPT where you can audit your bill or just be like, there's duplicate charges here. Like, really look at the itemized. Like, I'm sure there's stuff they could take off.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure.
Anyways, dogs are expensive.
Okay, yeah. Summary, dogs are expensive. Wait, what else is new with you? Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can get into conspiracies.
Yeah.
About vet bills.
Yeah, literally. Do you have any conspiracy theories that you believe?
I believe, ooh, good question. Some of these I believe. I don't believe the earth is flat.
That's good. There are people that believe that.
There are. I feel like there probably are if I were to research more. But like, I think this is one of mine, so I'll just get it out of the way. But I think Ellen was involved in Diddy.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know if that's even a conspiracy. I think that's probably just a
that is a conspiracy.
Fact.
Well, I think like, see, this is where I get annoyed with people that like anytime they hear the word conspiracy theory or this is a conspiracy, they shut it down because they're like, no, you're dumb. But it's like something like that, like Ellen, it's like there's so much proof
It shouldn't be a
You're
conspiracy.
just denying it because you think that conspiracies are crazy.
Yeah.
And that makes you a little ignorant.
You idiot. We should rephrase it. Maybe a fact you refuse to believe.
Mm-hmm.
We won't call them conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But I can't think of other ones. I'm sure. I feel like I know there are some, but I can't think of them. What about you?
A conspiracy that I fully believe is that JFK was killed by the CIA.
Oh.
Have you ever looked into that?
No.
So I feel like
I've heard of it, but
Robert F. Kennedy, you know, his nephew, he just did an interview recently of the day that he found out that JFK was assassinated. So Robert F. Kennedy's dad was JFK's brother. He was the attorney general.
Sure.
He was the head honcho, literally his right-hand man and his brother.
Yeah.
And so JFK was like at home. Well, he was at school when it happened, and then he came home and he said that he saw his dad. And the first person he talked to was the head of the CIA, and his first question was, "Did your people do this?" That was like his instinct reaction, was that the CIA did it.
Yeah.
And he also made a call to the head of the Cuban brigade and asked them if they did it or if the CIA did it. He thought the Cuban people maybe did it. I don't really know. There's all these theories of like what happened, but the CIA was also tracking Lee Harvey Oswald super closely, which like
why? Yeah.
And if you're tracking it, he was the guy who killed him.
Yeah, but like who was he?
He was just like a nobody.
Huh.
It's kind of like the guy that shot Trump. It's like there's no background that would make you think that they're going to do that. So why was the CIA tracking him so closely? Yeah. And all the stuff with the math not mathing about there only being one shooter, like all the different angles and like how it's just like physically impossible.
Gosh, darn it, that's crazy.
I know. And there was this one show on Netflix. Let me see what it was called. It was called 11/22/63, and it was based on a Stephen King novel, and it had James Franco in it. So it was fake, like it was fiction.
Yeah.
But it was just so interesting, and it's basically like the main character time travels back in time to try and stop the assassination. So he's like following Lee Harvey Oswald, which like that kind of got my brain turning about it. But obviously it's not true. But I just feel like there's so much stuff out there about that, and the CIA is so freaking sketchy.
Yes. I think there's, again, so much darkness that I think we don't realize. Like House of Cards and Black Mirror will send you into spiral. Yeah. And the less you know. Yeah. Yeah. But I agree. You want to know the conspiracy I just remembered that you made me remember? Is 100% I don't believe Princess Di was killed by a car. Like, I am confident Princess Diana was killed by the royal family.
Yeah, but like in the car accident.
In the car accident.
Yeah, it was just like a staged, like it was planned. Yeah,
100%.
No, I believe that
like
too.
She wasn't. Yes, she was maybe like fleeing from paparazzi, but it went 1000%. Like there isn't a question. Yeah, like no room for opinions.
I agree on that one.
I welcome commentary that adds to that, but that's it.
I welcome commentary that supports my theory, none that opposes.
Like 100%. Nobody liked her. Like the amount of control and manipulation and like.
Yeah, and the affair.
Oh my gosh.
Like how her husband was having an affair and then they went and got together right after. It's just criminal.
Yeah, it is criminal.
Did you ever watch The Crown?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, my mom literally bugs me every week to watch The Crown. I need to watch it.
It's good. I feel like I stopped watching it after season, or maybe I have seen all of it. Season 4? I don't know how many there are.
I think there's more than that.
Oh, okay.
You watched the Princess Diana one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. I think that's when I stopped.
Okay.
But the first 3 I actually really liked. It was like a comfort show for me, actually. And it's fun because I love history and I'm not good at it. So I got to learn more and like personify the people, kind of like The Chosen.
All right. Should we get into the rest of these?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Lay down, Frank. Okay. I believe that there is 100% a cure to cancer and prevention of both benign and cancerous tumors. It's all for taking our money. They want us to keep spending ridiculous amounts on the foods we consume and pay toward our health, whether that be healthcare procedures, etc., or supplements and such that we use daily to help us. And then I got another one that was like super similar. They said, I think it's absolutely insane that certain food products like artificial dyes have been banned all over in other countries except for the US for years, and those companies still found a way to do business in those countries. But for some reason in the US, they forced everything to be unhealthy. Just feel like there was some connection to the health industry to keep Americans unhealthy so pharmaceutical companies could make money.
Why? If every other country is doing well financially, physically, mentally, why? So you can get rich and also die? Like, you are going to die from those things too.
Yeah.
So, like, why?
I know. It's just a huge scam. And I fully believe that.
Oh, 100%.
Like, big pharma is literally it's like all those things of like, oh, the pesticides in our food. If you look at what company owns that, it's literally the same company that's creating, because the pesticides create lymphoma or whatever cancer. And then the same companies are also creating the medicine to help, and the vaccines and the chemo.
This is what makes me spiral.
I
If
know.
you guys have listened to our podcast in the last 10 months, this is what will spiral us. It is so disheartening.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that there's not like good medicine and like doctors are all corrupt and like, of course, yeah.
Of course.
Like, there is good in the medical industry, but it's like, also, how is there no cure for cancer at this point? Like, literally, how?
But why are we allowing pesticides and toxins in our food and not banning things that are very, very harmful for us?
Yeah.
Like, in dry shampoo, the second ingredient is propane. Propane. Fuel. We're putting on our scalp.
Do you still use dry shampoo?
Oh, surely. 100%. What else am I supposed to use? But
like it's like baby powder, but then baby powder was also linked to cancer.
Please. Like, to be fair, I did, when I was spiraling the last time about this, I did look up average lifespan in Europe compared to America, and it actually wasn't that different. It was like 6 more years in men and women. In like Italy is what I compared it to. But it's really frustrating, and I think 100 people could be 1 billion less rich and everyone else would be healthier.
Yeah.
And it just breaks my heart. But then also, what's that phrase? There's that one phrase that came out on TikTok and it was actually wonderful. It was basically, you deplete the goodness from foods and nutrients that our body needs, and then we monetize businesses to say you need this. And we're making money off of things that our body should already be getting. In Italy and Europe and Germany and all these places in Australia, they don't have the monetization of colostrum and vitamins and all these supplements and therapy and all this, because we're depleting all of this. And then people are monetizing for us to have to go get these things because the government's taking them from us. You know what I mean? It's just like fascinating.
Yeah.
And angry.
I know. I'm just not fully convinced that Europe is that much better. I know that you're like on the Europe train. I think that that's kind of just like.
Yeah, but they literally have, these ingredients are literally illegal and they can't put them in food and in makeup and in skincare and in, drinks.
Yeah. And that's fair. But I'm saying like to the point of like the soil that they're using, that's like, because the soil is the problem that's taking all these nutrients out of the veggies and the fruit and like all that stuff. And it's like what they're putting in the soil, what kind of quality. It's like, how do we know that Europe's not doing that? I know that they do have those dyes and ingredients that aren't allowed. I think that is like for sure a drastic difference, but it's like everything else, I'm not positive that Europe is that much better.
Yeah. Home divided. We should see though. We should look at the soil.
Yeah.
And see. That's a good point.
It's just like people in Europe are still getting cancer. Like,
yeah, no, true. I think it's just the principle of like, why for people to get rich is the reason we get toxins. It's very frustrating. I found a quote. The U.S. spends over $4 trillion on healthcare. Chronic disease makes up 90% of that. And this person that wrote in says, the toxic chemicals in our food causing chronic illness, which is then making us rely on meds that just put a Band-Aid on the problems instead of fixing the root cause. So it's junk food creates disease, which creates chronic illness, which creates pharmaceuticals, which then creates money. And then it's like linked back to the same big companies. And chronic disease, of the $4 trillion in healthcare, make up 90% of that.
That's crazy.
So it's like, there's always going to be disease. That's just a fact. But what could be reduced from that from quality laws in place for harmful ingredients being taken away.
Mm-hmm. I think I've shared this quote before on the podcast, but like the idea of, okay, if you have a fish tank that's dirty and your fish gets sick, it's like instead of cleaning the tank, you just medicate the fish.
Yeah.
It's like, that's literally America.
That's it.
It's so sad.
Here we are. The less you know.
Yeah. And this is why we don't look into things. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Honestly, it's okay. I really believe it's going to change. I hope someone in power starts like, something is done about it.
Yeah. It's like everyone knows about it now.
Yeah.
Where before, I think there was so many lies in the food industry, like, oh, Life cereal is healthy for you.
Yeah.
You know, Frosted Mini Wheats, they're great breakfast. And it's like, has all these chemicals in it. It's all this processed food.
Yeah.
And now there's a huge wave of like this crunchy vanilla movement where everyone's like whole foods, bioorganic, grass-fed everything, which is like not perfect, obviously, but it's much better. So I think the more the people are aware of this, you're right, like change will come. And I think it is happening. But yeah, it's just hard. It's hard and it's sad for people that don't know the differences and don't like realize how harmful the things that they're eating are. It's sad. But,
yeah, it is. It's very sad. I want to plant a garden. My dad was just here for a few days helping with house projects. The best man on planet Earth. And I'm like, I need to plant a garden.
Did you do one?
No.
Oh.
I did around my mailbox, which I
Cute.
was honestly so happy about. And we did so many house projects. But like, garden is coming in September. It just be so fun and so like proud and accomplished.
Yeah.
And like putting in the work is just so fun. Like, yeah, we sweat a lot, but like it was so fun to plan and do it together and like it's just great. But anyways. Okay, my first one. This one I believe, and I didn't say it because I wanted to say it on here, but this one was crazy and I think you've heard of it.
Okay.
There was a conspiracy theory that surfaced in 2020 that some furniture on Wayfair had human names and prices well over what the furniture piece would be worth. Think $9,000 for a wooden table. The furniture had similar photos with just different girls' names and different pricing. Would a global trafficking ring really use Wayfair.com as their front, given it's literally hidden in plain sight?
No, I remember that. I fully believe that.
Me too.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It was an Ashley table for...
Yeah.
20
and
grand.
The names, if there was like something where the code of the product, you look it up and then it was literally the code of a missing person with the same name. So like, for example, if it was the Ashley table and then the SKU number on the Wayfair website, you look it up, it's like Ashley Fernandez missing since whatever.
Literally in plain sight.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay.
And why is it so expensive?
And the people that are like, okay, would Wayfair really use that as like a front for human trafficking? You guys are stupid. Why is the Ashley table $13,000 when the same table is on there for $90?
Riddle me that, Wayfair.
Or the people that are doubting it. It's like, 100%. Explain that then.
No, 100%.
Literally explain it because it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
So if you're going to like just brush it off as like, oh, these stupid conspiracy theorists, okay, explain it.
Well, and there weren't one. There was like 40 products.
Yeah, and it was like pillows for like $20,000.
Yes.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that was crazy.
That was wild.
And I fully believe that. I can't believe that nothing ever happened from that.
Me either.
And I remember Wayfair came out with like a super snarky like PR remark of like, this is stupid, basically. Just like gaslighting everyone. And I'm just like, I don't believe you for a second.
Yeah, reverse manipulation is what you're doing, actually. We see through it. Also, who owns Wayfair? Probably Big Pharma. Like, look into it.
Or maybe it was like some third-party seller that was, and Wayfair just like didn't, there's no way to like track or manage that, I guess. I don't know. That whole thing was sketch. I wonder if that's still happening.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I think it's gone. I think it's
They found
dissolved.
some other route.
Yeah. The deep dark web had been dissolved, so maybe they moved to Wayfair because they're like, surely nobody will catch us here. Yeah, they're probably on Craigslist now.
Crazy. Okay, my next one. This is a hill I will absolutely die on. I 100% believe that the Titanic didn't actually sink, but it was the sister ship, the Olympic.
Oh my gosh, we have the same one.
Wait, really?
Is so good, yeah. Tell me.
J.P. Morgan owned the White Star Line. Wait, seriously?
Yeah, keep going. I mean, no, it's not the same one, but. I mean, it is, but different.
JP Morgan owned the White Star Line at the time and was also one of the elites who wanted to start the Federal Reserve. At one point, the Olympic got into an accident and insurance wouldn't pay. They wanted that money and, in addition, to start the Federal Reserve. So they decided to switch the names on the boats and everything that had the Titanic branding on it, which wasn't a lot of stuff. There were a lot of people on strike at the time, so anyone that wanted or needed to work could easily find it. Many other elites were scheduled to take the Titanic's maiden voyage, and there were many that were opposed to starting the Federal Reserve, two of them being the co-owners of Macy's. The morning of the voyage, Mr. J.P. Morgan mysteriously fell ill and couldn't make the trip, along with a few others that were also in favor of starting the Federal Reserve. Those that were against it still made it onto the ship, and they all died. There have been people on their deathbeds that said that they worked on the switching of the ships and were threatened with their lives if they ever said anything.
You're kidding.
I don't know if I got all the minute details right, but there is no convincing me that this didn't happen.
So is the intent that they wanted to kill the people, so the people that were fighting against the Federal Reserve did not make it to America? Was that the point?
It sounds like that was a part of it for sure. Because I don't know if that was the main point.
If the Olympic was damaged, but they still took off and called it the Titanic, why? Like, why wouldn't they put a perfectly healthy boat out there? Or, like, on the voyage? Was it to kill everyone on board intentionally? So the Federal Reserve could go off?
But it's like there was nothing wrong with the Titanic, so, like, the ship.
But they're saying the Olympic.
But that would mean that they intentionally crashed into an iceberg. Like, it's not just
maybe it wasn't an iceberg after all. Yeah, exactly. Maybe it wasn't an iceberg after all. Like, maybe there was damage and then it just sunk.
It's just like there's easier ways to kill the people you want to kill.
Like,
you don't have
to kill 4 people
people
instead of 4,000.
Yeah, of women and children.
Yeah, what would be the intent of it not making it to America and sinking if it wasn't for killing the Federal Reserve people? Like, what was the ulterior motive there?
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
It is interesting.
I think there definitely could have been something sketchy going on. For sure. It sounds like.
Of course.
Especially with people on their deathbeds.
Of course. There's always something sketchy going on. I mean, come on, people. Like, why can't we just have a pure boat ride?
Yeah.
Just make it pure. I'm fine if people profit off of it, but that's it. Someone I work with is, oh my gosh, it's so exciting. She's leaving America. She literally, like 3 weeks ago, she decided, I have been wanting to live in Paris my whole life.
Oh my gosh.
Why don't I just do it?
And
she's been literally just like dabbling, but won't like full send it. And so she's like, I've literally just applied to an au pair agency. I got it. I have 2 interviews this week with 2 families, one in Paris and one in southern France. And I was like, please. She got offers from both. They both wanted her dog to join. And she's doing it. She signed the contract.
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
And she was asking me about like how to get over there. And I told her about like certain airlines that let you take dogs private instead of putting them under. And instead of doing that, she's taking a boat from New York and going on Titanic across the Atlantic. And it was like $400 and you can take your dog.
Wow. Honestly, genius.
How fun.
Yeah.
How fun.
That is so cool.
I know. I'm like, that's going to be so much fun for you and the pup.
Yeah.
And like, good for her at 30 to like, be like, you know what am I doing? I'm just going to try. It could be just a year. She's been doing Duolingo for a year.
Oh my gosh.
French. Like,
good for her.
How awesome. Like, it's never too late to do anything you want.
I feel like I'm so elitist by saying this, but I would never even think to take a boat. Like, that wouldn't even cross my mind.
I didn't even know it existed. I'm not going to lie. Like, I truly didn't.
Like,
I didn't know we were sailing.
Yeah.
These days.
We're sailing the seas still.
But I do remember hearing Benny Blanco doesn't fly.
Oh.
So when he was collaborating with Ed Sheeran, he had to go to London. He had to take a boat.
Is he just afraid of flying?
Yeah. Like, deeply. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah.
Wow.
To Europe we go. A voyage. That's a way we can bring the dogs.
Yeah. Honestly, that's genius.
It is genius.
I crossed the Atlantic on Semester at Sea.
I was going to say, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
You actually did?
Yeah.
You didn't fly over there and then boat around?
Well, I flew to London, but we went from Africa to Costa Rica. So we crossed the Atlantic and went through the Panama Canal.
Were you scared?
No.
You were drunk.
Yeah. I didn't know anything. Yeah, nothing can hurt me.
Actually, I don't remember it. That's so funny. Okay. This one's interesting. My next one. I just went down the rabbit hole of Britney Spears being missing and being portrayed by someone else on the media. Gosh. I just feel like something's off when you look at her social media. Some people think it's AI and some people think it's a filter, but they believe it's really not her and she's missing. It does look weird when you look at her Instagram.
Yeah, Britney's unhinged. The whole theory about like her dad and her family having that like
conservatorship. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a trip. It's insane.
All the free Britney stuff.
What is the deal? Like, why was my childhood so normal compared to all this stuff going on?
I know. And then people were saying that about Justin Bieber. They were like super scared that Bieber was turning into the next Britney with all of his unhinged posts. Did you see that he just had to pay Scooter $31 million?
I went down a deep rabbit hole on the whole audit of everything because I thought he was going to come out on top and be like, Scooter was taking money off the top. And sure enough, it was the opposite. Not that it was intentional, but
what happened? From what I saw, it was because he had to cancel his tour.
That's how it started. Okay. But then basically they came back and they were like looking at the contract and all that the money that was advanced. You owe this amount of money because there was like some poor insurance deal for if you are to cancel a tour, what ends up happening. Because when you start a tour, you get all this money advanced from the promoters. And he ended up canceling, so he had to pay all this money back. But then when they were doing an audit of paying money back, Justin was like, I don't trust Scooter. And I believe he's been taking money off of me, basically from the commission portion of all the deals we've done, all the music, all the venues. So they conducted this audit and it came back like $7 million Justin owed Scooter. And Justin's like, I'm hiring someone else. And there was some affiliation with who audited it with Scooter. So he's like, screw you. I'm going to get an outside agency to audit all their financials. And then it comes out that it's $31 million that Justin owes instead of Scooter. Instead of the 7. I was like, bro, you 100% should have just paid the 7. But if I were Justin, I would have done the same thing. Because Scooter is like messing around in Hollywood. You know, like he's
he just is doing everyone dirty. He's just going to have so many enemies.
He is. But like, that's I think why Justin probably was like, I'm going to do the second audit was because like, he's not trustworthy anymore. He could have been the most successful manager ever. I mean, he is, but like he is so many enemies. And brutal. 31 million. He's got to get back on tour.
I know. Now there's all these theories about like, okay, that's why Hailey sold her makeup brand. And that's why he's coming out with new music. Have you listened to his music yet?
I haven't, but I did see he released it.
Yeah, I haven't looked either. But like now it just seems like a money grab to me. I'm like, it doesn't even seem like, first of all of his posts, everyone's saying, okay, was he going off on Instagram to get all the eyes back on him so that when he releases this music, it's like a big thing? Because everyone's kind of concerned about his health.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, I don't know. I just don't really believe that. I think he's losing his mind and he needed money, so he released music.
I mean, he probably has so much in reserve, so much of the music in reserve. Like, and even if so, it is a money grab and he needs money, it's like, he's still talented and people would have listened no matter what. And like, that is how you make money. Obviously you make more money in touring, but like, I don't know. I do think he is mentally unstable, probably from all the Diddy stuff too. Like, I think there's some stuff going on deep down that like he probably can't talk about. And honestly, if Hailey did that for $1 billion for her husband, I think that's beautiful. Like,
yeah, I think that there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, and $1 billion? Yeah, I'd take $1 billion too.
No problem, Elf. You got it.
Yeah, it's all yours, honey.
She's still the creative director, no problem.
Yeah.
But just a hard situation, it seems, for them. I pray. It seems like they're doing great. I just saw them at a festival dancing together. Like, but I think he's probably going through it.
Yeah, I agree.
We need to listen to the music, though.
Okay, my next one's short.
Okay.
I believe Helen Keller was a fraud. I think Anne Sullivan and Helen's mom were scheming and used Helen to make money. There's no way Helen Keller wrote books, flew a plane, etc. There's just no way.
Okay, how much money was actually made while like Helen's mom was alive, though? Like, truly, how much money? Now she'd be monetizing like crazy, but like, really, how much money was she making?
Who's Anne Sullivan?
Must be her mom. Did she say her mom?
Oh, she was an American teacher, best known for her work with Helen Keller.
So they just said, let's make up this
let's make up a lie that you're blind and deaf.
And that's fun. Like, they're very real people that happens to. What's the point?
Yeah. No, it's kind of a joke with me and some friends, like, about Helen Keller, because it's like, literally how? Like, how? do you fly a plane? You can't see, you can't hear.
She flew a plane?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yeah, and she, like, wrote books, she wrote music. She did all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think it's possible. I don't think it's not true, but, like, it's crazy to think about.
Yeah. She became a sensation.
Mm-hmm.
When did she die?
Let's see.
Allegedly?
Born in 1880. She became deaf and blind at 19 months old after an illness. She was 87 when she died.
Oh, wow.
1968.
Did she get married? Sorry, so many questions.
No, she never got married.
Sad, poor girl.
She had a brief engagement to Peter Fagan.
Peter Fagan.
Her temporary secretary.
Oh?
Her family disapproved.
Sure.
We need to look into that.
Understandable.
Okay.
All right. Okay, this one. Here we go. Michael Jackson is still alive, if you ask me. There was photos posted from Paris's birthday on a yacht years back, and there was a person fully clothed, covered, same build, wearing a hat and glasses and mask. The rest of the boat was mini dresses and bathing suits and young kids. This guy was super out of place and by himself. I truly believe it was him.
I'm Googling it.
There she goes.
Michael Jackson on boat with...
Oh my gosh, remember when Paris Jackson liked our reel that one time?
What?
Yeah.
What reel?
Oh, I don't know. It was one of our crazy viral ones. Do you remember that?
No.
I remember I told you, but I was like, oh my gosh, Paris liked our video.
Paris Hilton. Okay.
No, not Paris Hilton.
Or Paris Jackson. I don't see it. That looks like just an old man.
Who is it?
She's saying that it's...
No, but who is it? If it's not him.
I don't know. Literally anybody else.
Any old man. She's so pretty.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a stretch for me. Okay. I don't think I believe that. What do you think?
I'm sure there's so many conspiracies and crazy things about Michael Jackson that we don't know about, though.
Yeah.
The whole tunnel situation with P. Diddy.
Yeah. Anytime there's a big celebrity death, it's like, are they really dead? Like, Elvis is still alive.
Elvis is alive.
Remember his twin?
Oh, I do.
I got one that said Tupac is still alive and lives in Cuba with his aunt.
Yes, good.
Good.
I'm so happy for him. That. Honestly, I'm sure Diddy was involved in Biggie Smalls and Tupac's death.
Oh, for sure.
Like, come on. We're going to know all this one day. I'm sure of it. Diddy just needs to come clean, although his sentence is short.
Yeah, that is...
Can you believe it?
Crazy. Only 2 of the 5.
I now do hope he gets killed in prison.
Yeah,
I take back what I said before, because I thought he was going to be life, and he isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're up, actually.
Okay, my next one. I believe that the COVID-19 vaccine wasn't actually effective for stopping the spread of COVID. I believe it was used to induce fear and gain money.
What was in it, then? What was in the solution?
Something to give you heart attacks.
Blood clots.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I believe that it wasn't effective at all, but I do believe that it was used for fear mongering and money.
Crazy. Did you hear the new... Okay, I'm going to butcher this. You know how they were talking about, like, there could be trackers in the COVID-19 vaccine? That was a conspiracy. Something just came out with RFK or someone... Don't quote me, but in like 2030, there's going to be a like watch we all have to wear for health tracking. Health tracking.
I think I did see that.
And I was like, sorry? There's the start of the rapture right there.
Yeah.
That would be
literally the Apple Watch.
Yeah, truly. I refuse.
I did see some stat, and I'm going to butcher this as well, but it was like something on the rise of miscarriages with people who are vaccinated. It was up like 60%.
Good.
In the last like 5 years.
Have you heard the theory about like laptops causing infertility?
Oh, yeah. My mom would always yell at me, put a pillow under your laptop.
And I have been now because I'm like, literally anytime I'm like on my phone and my phone's sitting on my stomach or I'm on my computer's sitting on my stomach, I feel like I can feel the infertility happening.
Yeah, you feel the radiation. I know.
And I'm like, pillow immediately. It's not worth it.
But it's like you think about it, we have it in our back pocket all the time. And that's right in the...
Right in the hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Apple's, like, part of our terms and conditions is they say they recommend at all points for your phone to be at least 3 feet away from you? It's literally in there. I've seen it. I've seen the screenshot of it.
Oh my God. Talk about another corrupt industry. Like, they create devices with radiation that should be 3 feet away, and they want it in our hands at all times.
And on our ear. Although now we have AirPods, which is even worse.
Yeah.
Hello?
I know.
It's like 6 times the EMF than a Wi-Fi router that people wear in their ears all the time.
Yeah. I know. I only wear mine when I fly, really, or when I'm editing at a coffee shop.
Sure.
But I need to not use them at coffee shops because I use them when I fly because of the noise canceling.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like hearing the noises around.
Yeah.
But at coffee shops, it doesn't really matter.
Do you want to know what I do?
What?
It doesn't work for when you're trying to work and edit, and you need quiet. I use the wire headphones. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, do you use it for aesthetic? Like, why are you using wired headphones?
For aesthetic.
Like, no, it's not for aesthetic.
You're like, I just want people to know that I'm different.
Yeah. Like, no, it's because this one video changed my life where they showed like the EMF and the radiation coming off wired headphones. And there's like this tool where you can see it. They did the wired headphones and then did an internet router in your home. And then they did the AirPods, and the AirPods were like 6 times more than the Wi-Fi router. And so that's why I do it. But anyways, what I do is I put on, there's like an accessibility mode on your phone, and you can basically just do white noise, and it's like integrated into your phone. It's not like an app or anything like that, but you can control how much white noise over the music. And so I listen to music with white noise in the background.
That's smart.
And I can't hear a thing on an airplane.
So it kind of makes the wire headphones noise canceling?
Oh, 100%. It's as long as you're okay with white noise.
Okay, I'll have to try that.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Because I love white noise, but like flying on planes, I need it to be noise canceling because if I hear the noises of the engine, I'm like, we're going down. Like, I need to be like, ignorance is bliss. I don't want to hear what's going on at all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should try it. I have them with me, so I can show you what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's smart.
I literally do it. I do it at the gym. Like, I do it all the time.
Okay.
It is very weird, but
a life hack.
A life hack. Okay. My last one. I just realized maybe 6 months ago that I don't believe we landed on the moon.
Oh.
My family was talking about it, and I'm skeptical of the entire thing. I gave it more thought, and I think that Area 51 is where they took the original moon pictures, and that's why no one can go there. I do think we've been to the moon since, but I just don't think we went in the 60s.
That's a huge theory. I don't know much about it. I've never looked into it, but I know there's a lot of people that think that.
Yeah. Wait, I actually have to read this other one. It's about the moon, and I want to know your thoughts on it. It says, okay, so hear me out. What if the moon isn't even real the way we think it is? What if it's actually a hollow surveillance device that was placed in orbit on purpose to watch us? Hear me out. I know it sounds wild, but listen to this. During the Apollo missions, NASA crashed part of a lunar module into the moon, and the seismic reading showed it rang like a bell for hours. That's not normal. That's not something you'd expect from a hollow object, like a giant space rock. Second, the moon also doesn't rotate like other celestial bodies. We only ever see one side of it. What's on the other side? No one really knows. Sketchy.
Sketchy.
Third, and it's in the perfect position to create a total solar eclipse, like exactly the right size and distance to block the sun. Too precise to be random. Fourth, even ancient civilizations talked about the moon as if it was placed in the sky because some cultures have said it wasn't always there and it showed up one day.
Who says that?
Ancient civilizations. So there you go.
Like it wasn't there in the daytime and then it came out in the nighttime. Who did that?
One day I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, what's that?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Before? That's so funny. No, totally, I hear you. We're not laughing at you. We're just bantering.
Like, if it's just watching us, where's the footage? Like, what do you mean?
The aliens.
It's the aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
The other planet people.
Do you believe in aliens?
I don't.
You don't?
I mean, I think there's living things on other planets, but I don't believe in, like, the green goblins aliens.
You don't believe in, like, UFO sightings and stuff?
No.
Oh, I kind of do.
I am always worried when I see videos of the sky glitching. That is always concerning.
Or, like, the planes that are, like, there's an object that flew past us at, like, lightning speed and it wasn't on the radar and whatever. Like, have you heard the pilots saying that?
No.
Oh, you've never seen any of that?
Was it a fighter jet that flew by them?
No, it's like
it's a UFO.
Aliens.
It's aliens.
Yeah, and like the whole thing in Antarctica with like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher this, but there's this whole theory of like this area in Antarctica that has all these like pillars basically, and it's like known to be like the UFO.
Sorry.
The area where like the UFOs like come and go, and I don't know. I need to look into it, but I'm not saying that they're not real.
Sure.
I'm not saying that they are.
Yeah.
My only tie-up with that is that it's not biblical. So I don't know about that. But, you know. You can't put God in a box. What if he got crafty one day?
Valid. They're just living their life in another planet.
Yeah. All right. My last one.
Okay.
She says, "Hi, ladies. First of all, I'm obsessed with your pod, and I'm so happy to have found a podcast with hosts that are Christian, relatable, and hilarious in all caps."
Oh my gosh.
The nicest thing anyone's ever said to us.
Put that on my tombstone.
Okay, she says, anyways, I don't tend to buy into too many conspiracy theories. I genuinely just don't think people are smart enough to pull most of them off. That's valid. True. Honestly, one I came across recently on a TikTok thread piqued my interest. It is the theory of pacification through neglect in regards to our veterans. This conspiracy theory suggests that veteran care is intentionally underfunded or poorly managed, not just because of bureaucracy or budget issues, but to prevent veterans from becoming a political or revolutionary threat. Basically, if veterans were well supported and politically unified, they could lead organized resistance or even uprisings due to their insider government related knowledge. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts.
Oh, gosh. Fascinating. I haven't thought about that before. I also haven't heard about it before, and I'm prior military.
Yeah. It would be pretty savage.
Surely.
And very depressing if that was real.
I also don't think VA funding is a direct tie to groups of veterans coming together for revolutionary purposes. And like,
true.
VA funding is a completely, I think, different issue.
Yeah, like if they really wanted to come together for an uprising, they don't need funding.
Yeah, the VA is, I think a different thing, and that's also very like political and has its own issues. But that's interesting. I do think it's awesome that we put people in office that have prior military experience to help advise our presidents and our, political teams on.
So wouldn't that
strategy.
Kind of defeat that whole conspiracy then? Because there are people in politics, like high up, that are military?
I don't know, because I don't know the back end of like, maybe there's political decisions behind who gets hired, and like maybe it's, someone with a little bit of darkness that gets chosen. Like I don't know how they choose that, but I'd like to think it's pure decision making on that front. But I mean, that's interesting. I think a lot of vets also get into like police work, and they get into saving human trafficking people. They get into those kind of like nonprofit worlds where they're using their skills to go into terrorist communities and save people and do that kind of work. So I don't know. That's an interesting point. I don't know what the government's doing to like basically go against vets coming together. But I also don't know if they're vets for a reason, so I don't know if we necessarily want them as a force. Like our force currently is quite capable and trained.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Food for thought.
Yeah. Okay, I do have one more.
Say it. Spill it.
And I got like 4 about this, so I want to read one of them.
Spill it.
She said, "This is so out there and I cringe at myself for even typing this, but I fully believe it's true, so let's dive in. I believe that the Denver airport is secretly a bunker site for celebrities in case of a nuclear war."
I've heard this.
Yeah, supposedly there are secret tunnels and bunkers beneath the airport that no one can explain what they are there for, and the airport was funded partly by the New World Airport Commission, which oddly enough doesn't even exist. If you look up Denver airport conspiracies, more info pops up about artwork in the airport depicting the end of the new world, how the layout of the airport and runways resembles a swastika, and how there are plaques in the airport dedicated to the New World Commission. I could be wrong, but it all sounds pretty sketchy to me.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff. It's like, it could be one of those things where it's literally someone runs with an idea and just finds things that are coincidental. Yeah. And it just, okay, please, it's an airport. And I've heard things about the underground stuff and tunnels and old employees being like, we're not allowed, and all this stuff.
Yeah. I know. I've heard a lot about it too. I wonder if there's a documentary on it or something. I feel like there has to be.
Yeah, but then who's making the documentary?
Well, yeah. I mean, the documentary is going to be pushing one agenda. Like if it's pushing the conspiracy theory, then it's going to be targeted that way. But
if there's facts that line up that could equal something sketchy, it's like whatever you do with that to get to your conclusion, you do with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. If there's 100 sketchy things, it's bound to be sketchy.
Yeah. But it's like, if you think about it, the US has to have these secret places that are bunkers in case of a nuclear war. Like,
Sure.
do you remember, like, in every movie where there's some sort of nuclear war, it's like, I forget the movie I'm thinking of. It was a recent Netflix one, but it was like the bunkers were in Switzerland or something, or Greenland. And so, do you remember that movie? It was like, if you got a phone call from the government, then you were being called to the bunker because it was like the meteor showers were basically going to destroy the US.
No.
You don't remember that?
I haven't heard of it.
I need to look it up, but hold on. Let me look it up. Okay, I can't find it, but if I remember it, I'll put it on our stories for you guys. But yeah, it was basically like if you got a call, you were basically like in good health, you're not reliable on any medication, and you have a career that will be used to rebuild society. So like you're a doctor, you're an engineer, you're an architect, whatever.
You're joking.
So if you have one of those careers and you don't have diabetes, you don't have depression, you don't like whatever, then you got a call to go to the bunker, and they were like flying people to the bunker, and it was like in Greenland. I think the movie might be called Greenland, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was like they have these bunkers in case of something like that. And it's like the US has to have that. And it probably is the Denver airport.
Please. I mean, it's central.
Like, it's a huge airport, and people fly into the bunker, go straight underground.
Where are we going?
I think we're just going, we're going out.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's fine with me.
It's fine. We're going out.
If it's the end of the world, if there's a nuclear bomb, get me with the first hit. I don't want to be around for the...
I don't want to fight. I don't want to suffer.
Yeah, I don't want to be around for the radiation poisoning.
No.
Like, just...
We don't need to hunt.
It'll be over in a second.
No canned baked beans for a month.
Yeah, canned baked beans. Anything but the canned baked beans.
Yeah, I know. These were good. So much food for thought.
Yeah, these were really good, you guys. I loved this episode. I think we should maybe do a part 2 to this one day.
There's so many that have good part 2s, and we have so many submissions.
I know.
So it's impossible not to do one.
Yeah, and if you guys have any submission ideas you want us to talk about, feel free to DM us.
Yeah.
We would love to know.
Love.
But yeah, that was it. So watch that documentary. What's it called?
The Titan.
The Titan. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.